All right. So coming to you almost live from Norwich, Connecticut, in Manchester, Tennessee. We've got Nathan Kistler from
Dr.
Dr.
Details
Detail.
Carsmetology.
There we go. Thanks for filling that in, Nathan. How you doing?
It's a long one.
Yeah, that's right. It's a long one, but forever you will shine with that one, and for forever you will shine Thursday. Here we are.
Here
So,
we are.
labor in the 21st century. Oh my God. Do people still do that stuff?
You believe that?
Yeah, I thought we all worked in an office. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
We were coming into 1999. We were partying like it was 1999, and we were gonna have robots detailing the cars, doing paint corrections and ceramic coatings. They didn't even know about any of that stuff back then.
Yeah. No, we're still around. We're doing it.
That's right. And they said the labor was dead, and the detailers didn't die. They multiplied.
I was gonna say we keep growing in numbers.
Yeah, they multiplied. Seriously.
Quickly.
Wow. They did quickly, yeah. As soon as they put out social media and they said, hey, look at that. And then somebody, who was the first somebody that says, hey, look at what I know how to do. And then somebody said, wow, that looks easy. I think I'm going to do that too.
I can do
and
that.
Put you out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thus,
the ball rolls.
A new labor movement began in the detail industry, took hold and went wild after 2008 and the iPhone and the Facebook and on with that.
Yeah.
So here we are. So we're still doing labor. And so labor hasn't gone completely out of style. We've got, the electricians and the plumbers and the carpenters and, some honorable labor out there. And there's us honorable detailers out there getting it done. And so the question with that is, how much labor does it really take to detail a car?
A lot of labor.
Depends on the detail, though.
Yeah, but it's hard work.
Can be.
Uh-huh.
So it depends on the result you got to get. Depends on where you got to go.
True.
So, the routine, well, if we do routine detailing like it was done in the old days with the modern equipment, those are the easy details today. The hard details are when you got to start fixing things.
That is true.
Those are the hard details.
Yeah, that is true.
But that's where the real detailer thrives, right?
You got it.
That's where the best of your labor comes out. You start grunting and that's where the hours start adding up. When you start fixing things, you start fixing paint, start fixing scratches.
That's when the grind begins.
That's right. And so that's when it becomes laborious and labor intensive when we fix things. And most of us fix things on a daily basis. That's what we do. We're actually a restorer when you think about it. In the early days, and you still hear the term and people use it, but it has a little bit different connotation than detailing. It's called auto reconditioning. But really, when you're doing a paint correction and taking stains out of fabrics and, restoring plastics, whether you're re-dyeing them permanently with, spray color or, go ahead and using, one of the latest plastic fillers, give you many months of life. You're restoring things. That's what you're doing. Auto reconditioning. You're restoring fabrics. You're restoring paint to its original or new original look.
Yeah.
Feel.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. So we are a repair business for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you fix a scratch, you go ahead and you fix a burn hole in a seat, right? You do some of that, don't you, Nathan?
I do. Yeah. We cigarette burns.
Yep. Cigarette burns, a little bit of rips. You do a little bit of, you have the color kit too for the vinyls?
I don't have a color kit. Actually, that's, I think, coming soon.
Okay. Coming soon to Dr. Carsmetology.
That's right.
Vinyl repair. There we go.
Yeah. Going to be another add-on service, I do believe. That
Yeah.
and the Dr. Color chip we're looking into also. So
Yeah. You got that
we'll see
paint?
how it goes.
Yeah, you got that paint supplier by you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna look into that when I come down and work at your place.
Yeah.
Right. And speaking
Yeah.
of labor, I'm going to Nathan's place and working for food.
That's right.
I'll be doing that this winter. We're gonna park a trailer in front of his place, and we're gonna boondock hillbilly it right there.
There you go.
And we're gonna work
Yeah,
for food. I'm gonna actually
you're
put up that
learning.
sign too. I will work for food.
You're learning, Joe.
Yeah,
That's how it works here.
that's right. That's right. And I won't be picky either.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I
me too.
need some training.
Well, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
show you. I'm gonna show you
we're
how
gonna
to
have
do
some
it.
we're gonna have some
Color,
training days.
color chip. And I've been thinking about scheduling a class, thinking about labor. So maybe we could do a class there together.
Yeah, we've got the space for it.
Yeah, we've got the space for it, and then I'll have the time for it. I'll be off, and you and I can spend a day or two
Yeah.
going over some material we'd like to share with people, and maybe we'll put up a class. So these are some things
Yeah.
we're going to move forward.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So you get talking about labor. Yeah, you can put a lot of labor into doing a detail. And the one thing, I get calls. I guess you get some calls too, Nathan. People call up and they say, hey, I want to learn how to like buff my own cars or my family's cars, or or somebody wants to learn how to detail for money. And the biggest thing they don't realize, because you look at it and you can see a YouTube video, or you can go to my website and see me horsing around with stuff. It looks easy, but it also looks easy when you see, a professional athlete, throw a football 60 yards like that,
Exactly.
and the guy catches it with one hand.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you can't do that. That looks so easy,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah.
that easy.
It is. It's not. It's not. It's easy because we've been doing it for years and years and years.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know.
lot of practice, and there's things that become oneness, but to get through the variety of situations that come about, and there's
Yeah.
so many of them. And
Yeah.
every now and then I still get one. I mean, I've detailed tens of thousands of cars, but every now and then something comes up. I say, I'll be a son of a gun and look at that.
Yeah. Well, I told you about the car I worked on today. Same thing.
Yeah, it was a new
Right.
experience for you.
Right when you think you know just about all, you gotta get awake. You get one day. You get a wake up call. That's all it takes.
Well,
Something else to learn.
if you'd have called me up, I might have cut down a little bit of your time on that one. But that's all right. You got it. You got it. That's all right. You put in the labor. That was the topic today.
Yeah,
labor.
you're right.
That's
You're
all right.
right.
You labored.
I figured it out.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's what you do. You get
96
stuck.
pads, 14 machines later, I finally figured it out.
That's right.
But I figured it out.
That's right. And a handful of blisters.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right on that. I'll know tomorrow morning for sure. But yeah, my fingers are sore today. That's no joke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in the old days, you talk about labor and using the rotary polisher, and then we did a lot of work by Armstrong.
Sure.
I'll tell you what, I routinely used to get shots in my hands because my tendons, as you get older, you're getting to the 50 point. So a lot of people get it in their 50s, your tendons shrink.
Well, the cat's out of the bag, people. I'm pushing 50.
Yeah, and so you get a shot. So I was getting shots in my hands. Real fun. Real fun.
And what did it help? I mean, it really did help.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Much?
Yeah, I had trigger finger because I had trigger fingers.
Yeah.
I had a few of them.
It was like constantly cramping up.
Well, no, like you'd bend it and then and it wouldn't go out. It would pop out.
Oh, wow.
You'd have to pop them out. So actually my tendons repaired. So some of the fingers got 2 shots. And so I haven't had shots in many years, but I was working a lot with my hands. Plus I was doing a lot more work. I was doing a lot of body work too. And that requires a lot of
That's
hand
crazy.
work. You can't do that all with just DA.
Yeah.
A lot of hand work and stuff with
Yeah.
I painted a lot of bumpers. A lot of bumpers.
Yeah.
So the labor that goes into our work, so we get the calls and the people think, well, if I just get the machine and this pad and the product, and it's not so much like that because, you know, which machine, and you do want a good machine, and you don't have to have the, Nathan and I use the Rupes and the Flex polishers. Those are the industry Cadillacs. And so
Right.
I'm not saying that, but hey, there's DeWalt's out there you can do your car with, and
Yeah.
you can use a Grius Garage,
Yeah.
polisher, and
There's a lot of them out there.
yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
There's 30, 40 different machines on the market now.
Yeah, yeah.
Adams. I mean, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them.
And some of those companies are consumer based companies, so they're not gonna, you're not gonna get the same performance from that machine or those pads because they're consumer based, and consumer based
Right.
means friendly.
Safer.
It'd be like, okay, I play the drums. Now, do I have a Carter Buford, drum set? No.
Yeah.
No, because it'd be a waste of money. Okay.
Yeah, true. Same thing.
I'm not good enough to deserve something like that. So I have a drum set that fits me, my skill, my talents,
Yeah.
and my desires. So you have to have the right tool for the job, and then also, even on the consumer side, when consumers are wanting to do this, how much time do they actually have to do that car, and how long will it take them? So you can go panel by panel. You just got to clean a panel every day. You can do it.
That's right.
Time.
That's right.
But knowing how much time you need to spend and how aggressive you need to get with what you're doing to get the results that you want, because that's really it. Everyone looks at their car. If they were doing their own vehicle, they have an idea for results, and just about everybody, it's not everybody, but they go, yeah, I've been, and usually, somebody buys a new car and they're in love and they're going to wax it. They go out and they get their favorite one step and away they go, right? Yeah. Or they just get the Carnauba, the 100% paste wax, just yeah, they put that on there.
Start scratching it on up.
They wax it. And it's like, yeah. And I had a guy just yesterday, as a matter of fact, just come to mind. I had a 250 GMC. And he says, this is my Mercedes. He says, man, I've been waxing it at 3 years old. He says, I've been waxing this. I wax it every 2 to 3 months. And he says, it just doesn't look quite right. It's like, and I know because I've seen your work, and your work is so much better. And then you did my friend's car. And he says, I wax it. He says, I don't know how you do that. I can't get the result. And I said, well, there's one thing. It's like initially it looked really great for about a year and a half or so, didn't it? And everybody's, yeah. I says, but the contamination started catching up.
That's right.
The ultraviolet rays working on the clear. It's dying a
it's
little
all
bit.
in there.
You can't see it. That dirt got in the paint. I says, and now you got this one step, and you have an applicator, and you've got Armstrong, and this was a big guy too. And I says, but as big as you are, you need some heat and some friction to do the job. And Armstrong is never going to do the job.
Exactly.
And the pressure's not going to be even. So thus, you get to a point, it's like getting past 32 in sports. You're at the age of diminishing returns. Okay? Diminishing skill is now in motion.
Yeah.
And you are going to labor, and it will take you longer for less than pleasing results.
That's right. That's exactly how it works. I mean,
so because there's the I'll just do the one step, but you don't, so there's things in decontamination, and there's things to know about those products, what they do, what they don't do, and so they don't really protect a lot of contaminants from sticking back at all, because they stick in an instant. It's really.
That's the thing. There's so many steps, and then of course, you have your different polishes and pads and compound. There's, you and I can sit here and name literally hundreds of different combinations based on the needs of that particular car. So
Yeah. Or like sometimes that I'm trying.
there's
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. I was just saying that there's so many different things to know.
Yeah. Like I'll take a cutting pad and I'll put a polish, a finish polish on a cutting pad sometimes
Yeah, same here.
for very specific reasons. You know,
Yeah,
it's going to dial in the results that I was promising
yeah,
the customer without going
yeah.
overboard.
Sometimes you don't need a full bite. You just need a little bit more of a pinch to get it right,
Yeah.
So you have to compensate between your pads and polishes and,
Yeah. Sometimes
you
the
know,
cut pad with the polish might be my finish.
yeah,
Sometimes the finish with the cut might be my start. Who knows?
yeah,
It all
yeah,
depends because I go over there and I look at the car, and when I actually make my notes and people come down, I have a choice of pad selection. Put down my little pad selection there, and 50% of the time it ain't that when I get to the actual job.
yep.
Or I get to a different panel and I go, well, throw that out the window.
Yeah,
Gonna do
yeah,
something
that's
new
right.
over here.
But it worked
And
on the first one.
yep, got to repaint.
Yeah, yeah,
This one was a little soft,
yeah.
you know? Or like I had a Miata early in the week. It was the original enamel, and there was some damage on the or it was a repaint on the passenger side front fender, and they did a blend. And back in the day, to do a blend on an enamel, it's tricky to do
Yeah,
that right. But
sure.
eventually, over time, that blend in that spot where they did that starts coming up as that
Popping
little
out.
spot over time. And as I popped out, so I got all that fixed up. And then we got around on and so that must have happened because this was a 91 Miata. So that must have happened close to the time of that, maybe the release of that car. And so they're
Exactly.
still shooting some enamels, you know. But then on the driver's side, the front fender and the door had base coat, clear coat on it.
Oh,
Top of
wow.
it, they shot it over top of the enamel.
Oh, wow.
I knew that because there was a chip over by the mirror and I could see the enamel
Yeah,
paint, because that's
yeah.
typically what they would do. They would just, and so then I had to make everything match and shine
Huh.
because it was completely different. And obviously I'm taking paint off the car. And so we went with waffle pads.
Oh, wow.
We went with the small baffle waffle,
Yeah,
Lake Country
yeah,
cut pad,
yeah, yeah.
and then we use some cutting compound. I used the Rupes cutting compound with that,
Wow.
and it did a beautiful
And
job.
it
But
worked.
in some areas, I went and had to get another pad and another bottle of some polish and do
Yep.
it to make it up. So that was what I did on a blanket overall car. I did that, and I just did the whole car like that. And then I had to start going through different areas and looking and getting things to match up and shine up and play around a little bit and tweak it in, and several hours later we were done.
Yeah. Several hours later. Keywords.
Several hours later we were done.
Yeah. It takes a long time. I told you about that VW Passat I had today. Goodness gracious. That's probably one of the hardest cars I've ever had in 20 years.
Yeah, and it was all banged up too, right?
Oh, it was terrible. It lived in a car wash for years and years. And I'm telling you, the rids in that thing were unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just front to back, top to back. It was literally covered. Even the brake lights. You ever get that where the brake lights even have wash scratches in them from the car wash?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yep, I
But
get them every year. I get them like that. Just beat the
yeah,
living hell.
but just compounding was 6 hours.
I did I did this crossfire, and the labor I put into it, the guy was running it through the car wash,
Yep.
and he had me I did a paint correction, and that
More
crossfire
European
paint was
paint.
Mercedes paint. That was Daimler Chrysler. That was all Mercedes. That crossfire.
Yep.
And yeah, I cut that paint, and then we polished it out. But I told the guy, I says, if you run that through the car wash, I says, everything we just did here is for nothing.
Oh, it's
So if you
done.
need a car wash, I
One
told him where to
time.
go. Uncasville Quick Lube and Car Wash, Route
What,
or Chantock Road.
what you send them to like a touchless?
Yeah, yep. It's the best one around.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're great. They have somebody come there and calibrate it on a regular basis, and they put good soap in there. They make sure the water's clear and
Oh,
recycled.
good.
And they
That's
look after.
rare.
Matter of fact, well, matter of fact, the owner, I was speaking to him earlier in the year, and he was actually going to buy a new car wash for it because they've updated it, I think 3 or 4 times. When did they put that car? They went in 1999, 2000, and I think they've already replaced the car wash 3 times. When
Oh,
the
wow.
technology changes, this is what Don told me. He says, I was going to put a new car wash in there, but they didn't have any new technology, so we're going to have to rebuild this one.
Huh.
So they look after it, and that's why I send people there. And so the cars that I do, these coatings or whatever, I do all my clients, I just say, go over there
Yeah.
because it's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah,
And
that is good. That's impressive.
it's looked after, and that's why I tell him he's got a line. I mean, they do a land office business.
Yeah.
You know, people just
Quite honestly,
identify.
the majority of those car washes out there, they could care less. They want your money. I
Yeah.
mean, truly, they can care less.
No, well, yeah. When you look after it, though, if anybody owned them car washes, drove by that place, there is a line. Honest to God, you would not believe the line people wait to get that car wash.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Good
Yeah.
for him.
And they got a lube place too, because they have a oil change and everything. They just do a bang up job over there. So anyway, I'm plugging the hell out of Don. So hey, there you go. They don't need any help from me because they're busy enough. They don't need any help out of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't. But they're nice people. They're really nice people, and they run a good shop over there.
Good
Really
job,
great
Don.
business. So yeah, you want to commend that when you see it because they really care and they do. So anyway, so yeah, a lot of labor goes into what we do, and people that want to learn, we can help you identify those defects and what to do about them. The biggest thing is, even if you don't understand the defect, understanding what you can look at something and go, that looks like it's deep. And when your eye becomes trained, when you're taught how to look at that panel, or taught how to go in and go, okay, well, how bad is that defect?
Yeah.
Then you'll have confidence and you'll understand more what to pick up. When you understand the relationship between the pad and the surface of that car and the product that you put between it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, the energy, what type of energy is coming off of that backing plate.
Exactly.
You can use that energy based on the pad that you put on that plate. Because there's pads that got heat pads, right? Lake Country makes those pads, and they go, a lot of pad companies, they have different heat absorbers.
Yep.
But also that'll reduce on your cut too, because you don't have as much contact
friction
with the surface.
Yeah.
So but you're just going to bear down more. You can get the same cut, but you're going to push down on that more. And then they've got that pad to absorb the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it also absorbs energy too. So different pads, how much energy is going to get through that pad.
Which then you need to talk about different machines at that point.
Well, when you talk about the density of a pad, the denser that pad, the more energy is coming through it.
Right.
It's traveling right through. When you've got the cells of that pad and they're split further apart in the membranes, the energy is being dispersed.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get as much action to the surface of that car. And so, so when you get into the labor of that, and you're talking about exteriors, these are the things that budding entrepreneurs that want to do detailing for profit, they need to understand that. They understand that they have a chance of doing some good things.
Absolutely.
Consumer, they'll have a better chance of enjoying what they're doing and not becoming frustrated. And the biggest thing, it really not so much, usually they enjoy it because it's just something they do, and they put their beer over there and they got their music on there in their little shop. Or, well, women are doing this too. So what did I see on that commercial? The She Cave or something? The She Shed. That's it. The she
She
shed.
shed. That's right.
The she
That's
shed.
right. That's
So the
right.
woman got her she shed over
Yeah.
there next to her husband or boyfriend. They got their
Yeah.
man cave. Oh, there'd be
Yeah.
a duo. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, and she's trying to cutting away and trying to get some results on her car. So when you understand what you're doing, it's a lot easier. And as far as the labor goes, a lot of times they enjoy it, but they don't understand why they didn't get the result or how they could have got the result. And a lot of
Exactly.
times it's just a different pad, or sometimes just a different motion, turning the
Mhm.
speed, different speed setting, a little bit different
Yeah.
pressure, a little bit different, you know.
Arm speed, all that stuff.
Yeah. So those are things that the consumer does is they waste a lot of money. Because I know I've done it
They
buying things
do.
outside of what I know, and
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, that
I've
looks like
seen
a
it.
good tool." Yeah.
Yeah.
How many thousands of dollars have you spent on tools that didn't work out like that for
I
you?
I don't even want to think about it.
Everybody does it.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody does it. Oh, let me get the cheaper brand saw, and and you're in the
Yeah.
middle of that project and the bearing sees up on you. Yeah, you'd wish you spent the other $50.
Yep. Yep. We've all been
Yep.
there. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. Yeah, we all do stupid.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell
Humans are
you,
good at doing stupid.
and as you know, I mean, really, to get the good equipment, you have got to spend the money. It's the whole, what do they say? Buy once, cry once.
Yep.
you know, you
Yep.
got you got to fork over the dough to get the good stuff.
Yep. This is true. This is true. So, and then even when you think about labor inside of the car, a lot of times the people they'll get disgusted and they want to clean their car. And I used to see this with past help. They wouldn't listen. The car be all dirty and sticky. And so they
Yeah.
get the wet rag and they wipe it down and they make mud.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. That's a lot of fun to clean up
Mm-hmm.
all over the dash and around the vents of mud.
How long does it take, Joe? Just on an average, if you had to say there's such thing as an average interior as far as wear and tear, how long does it take you or Robin to usually do an interior detail?
Well, I'll say Robin because she's doing 99.5% of them. And I'm doing the other side for exteriors.
Yeah.
Most of what we get, they're taking 3.5 to 4 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Most all of them to do them
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. To do them right. So that's why I wanted to just say, 3 to 4 hours of labor. And a lot of people just assume that it probably takes you 30 minutes to take a wet rag, you wipe everything down, give it a good vacuum, and that's an interior detail. So,
Yeah. Or they say, I want it clean. Well, you don't have to go that deep. Don't go crazy. Believe me, I won't. I'm not going to go crazy.
yeah.
You're going to pay me for the amount of time that we talked about, and I'm going to work like a normal human being and give you a
Yeah.
wonderful product. That's
That's
what I'm
right.
going to do.
Yeah.
Believe me,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go crazy. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go crazy, I'm going to be on vacation swinging off the side of a mountain somewhere.
We'll do that when you come to Tennessee.
Yeah. That's right.
Be patient. It's coming, man.
Yeah, and you're going to have a 6-shooter, too. I can see you doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll go rappelling with a 6-shooter. Yeah, there you go. That'd be a Tennessee thing.
Yeah.
And a fifth of Jack Daniels and
Yeah.
George Dickel. I got to get to both of those places. Talk about labor. There's a labor of love.
They're 15 to 20 minutes from
I
from
know.
my house
We
and
almost
shop.
stopped last year, but we didn't do it.
Yeah.
So
Take some neat tours there. Maybe I'll take you to do that.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be up there. So we'll be hillbilly in it, and I'm gonna labor at Dr. Detail's Carsmetology.
Yeah. Bring it
This
on.
winter. Bring it on. Yeah.
Bam. It's going down.
Yeah.
It's going down.
You dog me out. Come on, old man. Come on. Let's get that thing buffed out.
Yeah. You'll move faster than I do, Joe.
I don't think so. I'll bring my roller chair. You bet your behind I'm gonna have my roller chair with me.
Yeah. That's all right.
Well, you got that pad. That doesn't matter. I'm still gonna have my roller chair
It's
or a
okay.
milk crate. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this old
Whatever
guy.
it takes to make you comfortable. We just want to enjoy your presence for a couple days.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
gonna be
right.
fun.
Just remember, companies like fish after 3 days. But I won't be.
Nah,
Yeah,
I doubt it.
no, I'll be all right. It'll be all
Nah.
right. We'll stay
Yep.
up late night and watch TV in the camper,
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
like real hillbillies. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll get my southern accent back. I'll put it in full gear. Oh, I can
You'll
do it.
make
I can pull that out anywhere.
you'll make a lot more friends here if you can pull that out of the hat, you know?
Oh, I can pull that out, no problem.
Just
I had a book. I had a friend of mine gave me a book when I lived in Virginia Beach in the early '80s. How to
right.
speak Southern.
Are you serious?
That's right. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, just
Come
say
on.
y'all a couple times.
Come
You'll
on,
fit right
y'all.
in.
That's right.
Yeah. Like you live here. They won't even know.
That's right. I just get down the road a piece, come over, see Nathan. See?
Yeah.
See
That's
that?
right. Come on,
Yeah,
y'all.
I even took the TH out of your name. So yeah,
There
I
you
can
have
labor on that one.
it.
Labor on how to speak right.
Yeah.
So anyway, my friends, you want to learn a little bit more about detailing? Nathan and I got some stuff cooking up, and we're working to help people out a little bit more. It's been a few weeks. I don't know. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since we did one of these shows, but things got a little out of kilter. We had a massive heat wave. We were all busy, and so there was a few little breakdowns here and there, and you know, we all took turns having some personal family issues that needed attention. But at the end of time, we're back.
We are back.
That's right. So forever you will shine. Going to shine them up, and let's call this a wrap right here. So Nathan, you keep shining them down there. I know it's raining like hell in Tennessee, but that don't matter. The sun's going to plow right through that, and you're going
It
to bring
will.
shine.
Just a matter of time.
That's
So
right.
yeah, keep plugging away, man. You have a couple more months to go, and you've got a nice little break coming your way. So I'm excited for you.
Yeah, we're going to starting to take some breaks. So we got one the beginning of October. We're going to go up to Glens Falls, New York, and
Good for
we're going to
you.
labor in a campground
Good.
with a cold beer and an old friend of mine named John. So we were
Cool.
we were on the USS Scamp together. We
Oh,
were
awesome.
shipmates and roommates and running mates. I got into running. John's still running and walking. I'm not doing any of that anymore. John's in good shape. So yeah, Robin and I are going to go up there and we're going to labor away and come back and work. And I don't know, we're going to go somewhere else in November. So that'll
Good.
be coming. So we'll be pulling a little labor out. So just so the detail world will just tell you, we're going to be putting a little extra labor out of our schedule and smelling the roses as Robin and I very quietly approach our 60th birthdays in the coming years, mine in the coming year. And so that's a matter of life cycles. Don't work as much. Slow down. Work like hell when you're young. Pay yourself first. Save 20% or more of your gross. Pay all your crap. Pay your bills. And then sit back and then be able to enjoy that labor you put in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just labor a little less. I'll labor till the end, but I'll just labor a little bit less and less all the way to the end.
Yeah. Good for you, man. That's awesome.
That's what it's all about. That's the way we do it. So
Yeah.
with that, Nathan, bring on the sunshine in Tennessee.
It's coming. It's coming.
Kevin, bring on the sunshine on that social media.
There you go.
He's back there. I know he's back there. He's got a picture of Robin and I up there. I'm looking at myself.
You got it.
Great picture of us. We went to Rhode Island for that ice cream. I hear him back there. So Kevin's nudging around. And great job on my website, Kevin, and all that social media work. So
Thank you, Joe.
oh, you're welcome.
There it is.
Yeah, there we are. So yeah, Kevin got us all boosted up this year, and man, we were busy as
Cool.
you could imagine. But we've kicked it back now a little bit, so now we're in cruise control, and we are going to labor at a steady pace into the finish line, and then we're going to labor into a little bit rest, and then we'll come back like a hungry bear
There you go.
in the springtime, like we always do,
Like you always do, man.
and be like 12 tornadoes going through the Midwest for 4 months.
I love it.
And then
That's
we'll
great,
turn
man.
down our labor and
Great
rest.
way to do it.
And that's how we do.
Great
That's
way to
called
do it.
lifestyle detailing. I always said I'm a lifestyle detailer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what it's about. Work hard, play
Awesome.
harder.
There you go.
That's always
Way
been
to
my
do it.
motto.
All right, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And what I'm looking forward to, the next show, we'll start amping things up again. And we talked earlier about some things coming up, which I think will be a lot of fun for people to see. So,
Yeah.
so
be
yeah,
interesting
we'll
too.
talk again soon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, new
Yeah.
technology, we're going to make a breakthrough. Imagine that. You and
Yeah.
I making a breakthrough in technology.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You know, well, let's put it like this. Goal in life. Here's what everyone wants to do. Let's just die young as late as possible. And with that, forever you will shine. Good night.
Forever you'll shine, guys. Thank you, guys.
Take care. See you next time.